Simple linear regression is a key concept in statistics and data science. It helps us understand relationships between variables, model these relationships, and make confident predictions. This foundational tool is essential for analyzing data and drawing meaningful insights. Regression analysis is a statistical method used to understand and quantify the relationship between a dependent variable y and one or more independent variables x. Its primary purpose is to determine how changes in the independent variable influence the response variable, and to develop a mathematical model that describes this relationship. For example, an engineer may want to understand how machine temperature x affects product defect rate y. By analyzing historical data, regression analysis can determine whether a relationship exists, measure the strength of that relationship, and estimate how much the defect rate changes when the temperature changes. Regression analysis not only helps explain past behavior, but also supports prediction and decision-making. The resulting regression equation can be used to forecast future outcomes, identify key factors affecting performance, and optimize process settings. A typical linear regression model is expressed as y equals a plus bx, where a represents the intercept and b represents the slope, which indicates how much y changes for every unit change in x. Evaluating relationships between variables is important because it helps organizations understand how one factor influences another and supports better decision-making. By analyzing these relationships, teams can identify key drivers of performance, improve process control, and make more accurate predictions. The first reason is to describe how variables are related. For example, an organization may study the relationship between oven temperature and product reliability to determine whether changes in temperature affect product performance. Understanding these relationships provides valuable insight into process behavior and helps identify important factors influencing results. The second reason is to control a process. Once a significant relationship has been established, one variable can be adjusted to influence another. For example, controlling copper concentration in a manufacturing process may help achieve a desired alloy strength. This allows organizations to optimize process settings and reduce variation. The third reason is to predict future outcomes. Regression models can be used to estimate future results based on known input variables. For example, a company may predict cash flow based on raw material costs, or forecast product demand based on historical sales data. Ultimately, evaluating relationships between variables enables organizations to better understand processes, improve control, make reliable predictions, and support data-driven decision-making. The simple linear regression model is defined by the equation y equals beta 0 plus beta 1 x plus epsilon. Here, y is the dependent variable we aim to predict. Beta 0 is the intercept, beta 1 is the slope, indicating y's change per unit increase in x, and epsilon represents random error from unknown factors. In a factory setting, production volume is the independent variable, influencing total cost, the dependent variable. On a graph, production volume is on the horizontal axis, while total cost is on the vertical axis. This setup helps us analyze how changes in production volume affect total cost. Interpreting the model parameters is important because it helps explain how the regression equation predicts the relationship between an input variable and an output variable. A regression model is typically written as y equals beta 0 plus beta 1x plus epsilon, where each parameter has a specific meaning. The intercept, beta 0, represents the predicted value of y when x equals 0. It is the starting point of the regression line. In some cases, the intercept has a practical meaning, while in other situations, it may not be meaningful if a value of 0 for x is outside the normal operating range of the process. The slope, beta 1, represents the amount of change in y for every 1 unit increase in x. A positive slope indicates that y increases as x increases, while a negative slope indicates that y decreases as x increases. The slope is often the most important parameter because it quantifies the strength and direction of the relationship between the input and output variables. The error term, epsilon, represents all other factors that influence y, but are not included in the regression model. These factors may be unknown, difficult to measure, or random in nature. The error term explains why actual observations do not always fall exactly on the regression line. Residuals represent the difference between actual and predicted values for any observation. If the residual is 0, the predicted value matches the actual value perfectly. A positive residual means the actual value is higher than the predicted value, while a negative residual means the actual value is lower than the predicted value. For example, if a regression model predicts a cycle time of 20 seconds, but the actual cycle time is 22 seconds, the residual is plus 2 seconds. If the actual cycle time is 18 seconds, the residual is 2 seconds. Residuals are important because they help evaluate how well the regression model represents the data. Small residuals indicate that the model provides accurate predictions, while large residuals suggest that important factors may not be captured by the model. Therefore, the objective of regression analysis is to find the best fitting line that minimizes residuals across all observations, resulting in more accurate predictions and a better understanding of the relationship between variables. The best fit line, also known as the regression line or least squares line, is the line that best represents the relationship between the independent variable x and the dependent variable y. Its purpose is to provide the most accurate prediction of y based on the available data. For a line to be considered the best fit line, two important conditions must be satisfied. First, the sum of all residuals must equal 0. Residuals are the differences between the actual values and the predicted values. This means that positive residuals and negative residuals balance each other out, ensuring that the regression line is not systematically too high or too low. Second, the line must produce the smallest possible sum of squared errors, SSE. Squaring the residuals prevents positive and negative values from canceling each other out and places greater emphasis on larger prediction errors. The best fit line is the one that minimizes the total squared error across all observations. When both conditions are satisfied, the resulting line provides the closest overall fit to the data and delivers the most reliable predictions. This is why it is called the least squares regression line, as it minimizes the total squared distance between the observed data points and the regression line. The least squares method determines the slope, beta 1, and intercept, beta 0, that minimize the sum of squared deviations between observed and predicted y values. This approach ensures the best fit line by reducing prediction errors. We are examining data from 10 pharmacies to explore the relationship between prescription sales volume Y and the percentage of prescription ingredients purchased directly from suppliers, X. The sample means are 71.3 for sales volume and 33.8 for direct purchases. The slope, beta 1, is calculated by dividing the numerator by the denominator, resulting in approximately 1.97. This indicates that for each additional 1% of ingredients purchased directly, the sales volume increases by about 1,970 units on average. The intercept, beta 0 equals 4.70, indicates the predicted sales volume when no ingredients are purchased directly. This serves as a baseline for our model. The complete regression equation is y equals 4.70 plus 1.97x, combining both slope and intercept for predictions. The scatter plot provides a visual representation of the relationship between the independent variable x and the dependent variable y. In this example, x, percent ingredients purchased, is plotted on the horizontal axis, while y, sales volume, is plotted on the vertical axis. Each point on the chart represents an actual observation from the data. The scatter plot shows a clear positive linear relationship, meaning that as the percentage of ingredients purchased increases, sales volume also tends to increase. The upward sloping regression line indicates that the two variables move in the same direction. The equation of the best fit line is equals 4.70 plus 1.97x. This means that for every 1 unit increase in x, the predicted value of y increases by approximately 1.97 units. The intercept value of 4.70 represents the predicted value of y when x equals 0. The data points are relatively close to the regression line, suggesting a strong relationship between the variables. Because the points do not deviate significantly from the line, the regression model appears to provide a good fit to the data and can be used to describe and predict the relationship between x and y with reasonable confidence. In statistical modeling, there is an important difference between the true population model and the estimated sample model. The true population model represents the actual relationship between the input variable x and the response variable y for the entire population. In this equation, beta 0 and beta 1 are the true population parameters, while epsilon represents the random error. However, because it is usually impractical to collect data from the entire population, The true values of beta 0 and beta 1 are unknown and cannot be observed directly. Instead, statisticians use a sample of data to estimate the relationship between x and y. The resulting regression equation is called the estimated sample model. The hat symbol, above beta 0 and beta 1, indicates that these values are estimates derived from sample data rather than true population parameters. Similarly, represents the predicted value of y based on the estimated regression equation. The estimated regression line enables us to infer population characteristics from sample data. We compute beta 0 and beta 1 using least squares to build the best fit line, y equals beta 0 plus beta 1x. This line helps approximate the true unknown population relationship. Key takeaways: summarize the essential steps for building and interpreting a regression model. The first step is to define the variables correctly, where the independent variable, x, represents the input or explanatory factor, and the dependent variable, y, represents the response or output being studied. In a scatter plot, x is placed on the horizontal axis and y is placed on the vertical axis. The second step is to apply the least squares method to determine the values of the intercept, beta 0, and slope, beta 1. These parameters are calculated so that the regression line minimizes the sum of squared errors, SSE, resulting in the best possible fit to the data. The third step is to interpret the regression model. The slope, beta 1, indicates the average change in y for every 1 unit increase in x, while the intercept, beta 0, represents the predicted value of y when x equals 0. The final step is to acknowledge the error term, epsilon. Not all variation in y can be explained by x alone. The error term captures the influence of unknown, unmeasured, or random factors that affect the response variable. Together, these principles provide a structured approach for developing, interpreting, and validating regression models to support data-driven decision-making and process improvement. Simple linear regression is just the beginning. Next, we'll explore model fit and R-squared, hypothesis testing for slope significance, and multiple regression with more variables. Stay tuned for deeper insights into regression analysis.